Welcome into WagerTalk TV. I am Drew Martin, joined by Rob Vino and Tony Finn of WagerTalk.com. We're talking SEC West divisional battle here, Robbie. We get Texas A&M hosting the Auburn Tigers. We're seeing Texas A&M minus 4.5-point home favorites here, 50 being the total. They're at home. They're off of a bye. Sets up well for the Aggies. What are you liking here, Robbie?
Yeah, I question, Drew, whether it sets up well for A&M or not. They come off their hottest three-game streak of the season, right? They go 3-0, both straight up, both against the spread. Started with that Alabama win, and then they followed it up with blowouts of Missouri and South Carolina. And you would think that maybe they would like to keep the momentum going. So I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, this is going to be 2020 hindsight if the bye week kind of interrupted their good play, or if the bye week helped them rest up to get ready for the stretch run here. We'll see. I mean, I think it could go either way here. Auburn, if we look at the SEC West here real quick, let's just look at the race because it's about time, or it is that time of season where you have to consider, races for conference titles, races to get the 6 wins for bowl bids. Auburn has to really win this game to stay in SEC West contention, right? They and Alabama are the only two with one loss. If Auburn were to lose here to Texas A&M, Texas A&M actually would then have 2 losses, but both tiebreakers over Auburn and Alabama, and they would become big Auburn fans when they play Alabama down the road. If they all ended a 3-way tie, it would go to A&M. So the importance here for both sides is huge. I think you'll get a maximum effort game. I tell you what, Drew, normally I break these things down matchup-wise, fundamentally, and when you look at these teams, it's hard to separate them. They are so identical. In my mind, the biggest differences in this game come down to who's going to win the line of scrimmage, which is really tough because if you look at rush yards allowed, sacks, tackles for loss, these two teams are excellent and very, very close in all those instances. So to me, it comes down to quarterback play. We used to go by the adage, Bo Nix on the road, you don't want him. It's been a little bit better this year. He wasn't great at Penn State, but they did play a good game. He didn't complete a lot of passes percentage-wise at LSU, only 52%. But at Arkansas, his most recent road game, really lit it up. 21 of 26, 81% for 292 yards. Overall on the road this year, he hasn't made the mistakes that he made when he was younger. He's got 3 TD passes. That's not real hot, but he's only got 1 interception. If he can take care of the ball, I'd like him over Zach Calzada, who, other than the Alabama game, which must have been a mirage, he just hasn't been good at all. And I think Nix is where the advantage lies here. That advantage lies with Auburn. I think the College Station crowd and the A&M home venue is what works for them. I made this game -5, which is right where, basically where the number is, -4.5. I think my only alternative here, Drew, when I looked real hard, was maybe to say slight lean toward under, because I think the defenses are the best units on the field, and I don't think that the quarterback play is good enough to really, to really pick apart these defenses. So maybe under 50 for me, but this is as difficult a game as there is on the board.
Sure, Robbie. Good breakdown. And Tony, coming to you next. To Robbie's point, I mean, both teams 6-2, 5-3 against the spread. Kind of similar profiles here, Tony. Auburn's playing good football. Texas A&M's won 3 straight, covered 3 straight, including Alabama. It's a tough handicap. It's 2 good teams here, Tony, in the SEC West, and a key game for the standings. Tough handicap overall, Tony. What are you liking?
That this is a difficult game. I can probably argue both sides and convince somebody that that's the right side. I think that's the epitome of a tough handicap, right? I like so many games this week. I really liked a large amount that I just went ahead and set this to the side because what Rob spelled out was very much how I feel about this game. I like Bo Nix more than Rob might because of it sounds like he still wants to hang on to some of those road issues that Bo and some of the inconsistencies that Bo has shown. But he's hot right now. He's playing really well right now, and I could not agree more with Rob as far as the Mirage goes with Zach, and that is what he did. The numbers that he put up against Alabama was just one of those games. I mean, if you look at how he struggled against Missouri, how he struggled against South Carolina. Now, I'll give South Carolina something. I'll give him some credibility, some accountability, and some capabilities of playing defense. Missouri is incapable of playing defense, and especially against the run, and maybe a little bit more against the pass. But long story short is this team's going to depend and be defined by Spiller and how he runs his football. This Auburn's defense, they've argued with me. Many people, after I've talked to them, told them this is who I like, guys, they'll say, but look what Georgia did. Look what Arkansas did. Look what Georgia State did. They all ran for more than 200 yards against this Auburn defense. I said, first off, Georgia State can't help but run for 200 yards because they never throw the football. And Arkansas and Georgia are both good running football teams. Georgia, which they prefer to do. The A&M defense has gotten the job done. If they're going to win, and I don't think they do, if they're going to win, they're going to do it with a big defensive performance, and it's probably going to include a Bo Nix bonehead play. I like Auburn. I like Bo Nix. Give me the Tigers over the Aggies on Saturday.
He's Tony Finn, rooting for War Eagle on Saturday. For Rob Vino, Tony Finn, I am Drew Martin. Guys, enjoy the game between Texas A&M and Auburn. Also, remember to check out WagerTalk.com. Mondays is a great day to do so. $9 Mondays, all plays from all handicappers, discounted to just $9. Check it out, WagerTalk.com.